DBA. Chat, sing with me. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA. To the ladies in the sector, shake that ass, 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 shake that ass. To them ladies in the sector, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, and just shake it real fast. Bitch ass nigga named Alan Logic. Yeah, we know you LGBT in the closet. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, we say it to your face. Motherfucker can't even keep a care of me. Woo. Bitch ass nigga named Alan Logic. Yeah, we know you LGBT in the closet. Yeah, motherfucker, yeah, we say it to your face. Motherfucker can't even keep a care of me. Woo. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Chat, sing with me. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA.
What's up, RZA lyricist?
Fuck the DBA.
Cassandra Brown.
Dumb bitch asses.
What's up, Tanya Sweet?
To the ladies in the sector, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass.
What's up, Chaos Rain?
To them ladies in the sector, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, shake that ass, and just shake it real fast. Pissy ass nigga named KIP. Crying ass nigga named motherfucking P. You see him on the panel, yeah, they talking about me. Yeah, you see him in the sector, yeah, they talking about D. Pussy ass nigga, silly ass nigga, old ass worn out dumb ass nigga. You see him all around in the motherfucking sector. They mad that they can't be the Godfather. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA.
What's up, K? How you doing, brother?
Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Fuck the DBA. Dumb bitch asses. Fuck the DBA. They said that I'm that nigga that they all love to hate. Fuck the damn chat, nigga. I say it's okay. Motherfuckers want the good guys to come back. Wanna beef with real niggas cause they channel wax. Had the church sector in a motherfucking frenzy. Crazy ass nigga KOM tried to see. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. The sector wanna see a new beef every week. Especially from new niggas that wanna beef with me. Some say it's fun and some say it's hard. Trigger the bitch nigga, so he exposed the void. Took a trip to Vegas and we was Vegas lit. The haters saw the videos and they say ain't that a bitch. Let the damn sector said my rivals tried to take my title. How the hell you try to take my title? I ain't got no fucking rival. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. 2022 was a bitch.
What's up, K? Yeah, I'm a battle rapper, huh?
2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. Came for my motherfucking certifications, came for my license, and they came for my accreditation. All the fucking hating don't stop. The Godfather still came on top. Motherfuckers wanna take me down. Wanna see my dollars go from up and then down. The Godfather gon' win anyway. I end the fucking year with fuck the DBA. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. 2022 was a bitch. All a nigga wanna do is this. Gotta make that money. What's up to speak easy? Hate niggas like. 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 Hate niggas like.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? This is your Black YouTube therapist, aka the Godfather, D. Darrell Spears here once again. Happy to be here. Just basically doing my thing today. Been doing a lot of content over the last couple of days. Did a live stream yesterday, live stream this morning, a premiere. Basically, a premiere today, live stream. So I'm just taking advantage of the time that I have. Don't usually have time to do as many live streams, so just happy to interact with everybody. Hope everybody has had an excellent weekend. Shout out to the New Orleans Saints for our win today. We 4-4 now. Support the Houston Texans. Shout out to the Astros for a job well done, even though we didn't go to the World Series. I mean, shout out to the Texas Rangers. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into things and shout out to some of the people in here from the Umar Johnson sector that have followed me through my evolution, the change of time content. As I have stated in the Umar Johnson sector, I know that today I posted a retro premiere, a retro video that was kind of clarifying some disgusting acts that a so-called reverend from Missouri is engaging in. That was the only reason why I did a Umar Johnson video, an Umar Johnson sector content. That was just a premiere. If I ever do any type of Umar Johnson content, it's going to be about Umar Johnson or something that's pertinent to talk about. It's just not going to be just because. And I'm behind. I'm tired of talking about some of these niggas in the Umar Johnson sector. It's the same shit over and over, as you can see. Same shit, same playbook, same bullshit with the same people. People gaslighting like they don't remember shit. Just same recurring ass themes. And I'm gonna be honest, the shit is just not fun. The shit is not. I'm just not inspired to do the shit anymore. So I want to give a shout out to people in the chat. Shout out to RZA Lyricist. Shout out to Cassandra Brown, Tanya Sweat. Shout out to Chaos Rain in the house. I got Business Talk with K in the house. That's my brother right there. Shout out to LV, the show man. He said MOT ether those Manosphere nerds. Yeah, man. He was on his shit. He was on his shit. He said LVC cool. LV cool J, my dude. Yeah, man. Shout out to LV with the content and the music that he's been creating. Shout out to him. I definitely been watching. Shout out to the most recent content that you were able to post. So I'm gonna get into it and kind of give you some background history about me and MOT Man of Tomorrow. First and foremost, this is a brother that I have actually talked offline with. This is a brother that I have history with. We were involved in a little beef when he was in his SYSBM days. But even through that, me and his brother remained cool, and we communicated on and off, talking about business stuff, trucking stuff. He hit me on some stuff about office spaces that I was thinking about, investing in. So the basis of this particular content is more or less to highlight the bullshit behind Red Pill. It's to kind of highlight the BS in the Manosphere sector and those who partake in the sector, including myself. I don't go on certain panels like I used to, but there are places where I will go and chit chat. I'm usually in areas that are adjacent to the Manosphere and we interact, but I don't necessarily go on panels like I used to. I don't interact with certain people like I used to, but I do watch and I subscribe to quite a few people. Some of the people that I do support, shout out to Obsidian. I watch his shit. To me, he has the best content in the Manosphere. I actually watch, old crooked cop ass David Faulkner, Charles Faulkner. I mean, shout out to Reg the bad guy. Even O'Shea, even though O'Shea not in there, I watch Angry Man every now and then. Femininity Breakdown. Then they got some of the ladies. You got a Danica, you got a Six. People like that. Chart A, checking them out here and there. Shout out to Bayou Bunny. Shout out to Bronzeberg. Shout out to, people shout out to BMTs, adjacent Chaos Reign. Not necessarily Manosphere, but Manosphere adjacent. People like that. Shout out to DS1. That's my boy right there. He definitely threw out some gems. Appreciate him for coming in. I watch quite a few. Shout out to Soul 84 TV. And yes, I do watch bitch ass hardcore Tito or softcore Tito every now and then just to see what the hell he's talking about. See how ignorant he can get. But, that's the space. Every now and then I may watch Game Changer. I like more of the older people, not necessarily the more newer content creators in the space. That's just me. Everybody has their taste, their preferences. So I do like this particular evolution of MOT as he's under this Manosphere president moniker. And he wants to see the sector change for the better. And the bottom line is most people in the sector are not like me and MOT, who actually have a track record and who are successful in real life. So when you have people like myself and MOT who are entrepreneurs who are highly successful, and we see Negroes in here wasting their fucking time, you can only deal with that so much. You can only deal with BS like that so much. You can. Like, I'm sorry, as he's going to talk about the Manosphere meetup, the conclave, whatever. And I know that people, he pointed out some things that I agree with. This shit was not a success. I'm sorry. It's not. What came out of it? Theo Waff, big wide body ass, talking about how all these people are getting in tech, got niggas. Who the hell getting into tech making $300,000 their first year with no fucking experience? Stop, Theo Waff. He tricking off with Minister Jap and Obsidian to get them to come there. He tricked off on the lead attorney to go there. He paid for that shit. And he don't want to look stupid. He is. And that's just the facts. That's just the facts. And his reply to everything, oh, you're a strag. This person a strag. You're a strag. Every time I get in a panel, I go somewhere, I see him. Oh, D. Darrell, you're a strag. I'm like, nigga, lose some weight. Nigga, get on a goddamn treadmill. Nigga, go walk 5 miles a day. Stop it. Like, dude, you're going to trick off on Asian women, spending all your money. And without that money, you couldn't get shit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna focus on what MOT talking about. I'm gonna highlight certain, things that he states that I agree with, things I may not agree with or disagree with. Shout out to the people that's in the chat. We got 12 here. I'm gonna probably be here for like a good hour and a half. I'm gonna drop the link, let everybody talk or whatever. I'm gonna do a few snippets and I may bring the link out. So for those that want to come up and review the video with me, you're more than happy to do so. So let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. So this is MOT being introduced to talk about the productivity of the red pill.
Not this weekend, but the 2 weekends prior, and it was a doozy, but I got it done, and I love doing that. But I like to try because I be forgetting what I had in my closet, and I love to go through that whole
Girl, I was putting together outfits, trying stuff on,
Yes.
like, hey, you see this? You like it? Child, it was a whole thing, but it was productive. Hopefully, I'd be able to take Curlin out and get him drunk and take advantage of some child. I'm trying.
Okay.
They're gonna have to give Solomon ass gonna be our punishment today. Listen, I'm even with
our time within the space. So let's say 2015 to like present. And I'm just going to be
Fair
objective
use.
with, we naming names today.
And shout out to Concrete Rose and Sister George looking good on the camera. Got her glasses, she rocking. Sister George rocking her nice little wear. Shout out to both of the beautiful black queens.
All right. So.
Concrete, you ready, girl? It's about to be a damn show.
Listen, I'm ready.
He gonna name drop. That's what I like about MOT.
Too much, girl.
Listen,
but
he don't mind name dropping. And I'm the same way. I don't mind name dropping.
Yeah. Agreeing to something that BGS said.
Okay.
7 years ago. 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
What's the minute mark? What's the minute?
We at the 6:42 mark.
But you heard him clarify talking about this was 7 years ago. At that point in time, I agree with what he said.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 years. Okay, so when they had like the BGS for women, the first BGS for women, when he was trying to have a conversation and y'all pretty much told him what the solution was. The solution was y'all got to walk away and walk off. That's what the solution was. Because this is before like the Melanie Kings, all these people who can just grab this information and did something else with it, right? Because the actual answer to the question was quite obvious, that you are trying to get something that somebody else got for free. And men have failed for the actual ability of believing in free pussy. They fell for that shit. Like the red pill was meant to sell no sex in the champagne room to most of these guys. Like they didn't know that most of these dudes that was parroting pretty much the same talking points, none of these dudes got off the field.
This is facts. And what you hear a lot for those, the red pill enthusiasts, is that every time they talk about female nature, one of the primary aspects of the reality of how females behave is that it's the fact that females put certain men in boxes. There's a guy that pays this bill. There's a guy that I fuck for free. There's a guy that I hang out with. There's a guy that I'm gonna make wait a little bit. You treat Pookie and Ray Ray one way, but you treat me that's supposed to be the good guy another way. And so when he missed that, they trying to get what another guy getting for free because they are constantly comparing themselves, not understanding that instead of you chasing a woman that likes or prefers a different type of man and not necessarily give him all of the red tape, you should be focusing or put your attention towards the women that actually want you, that you want them and they want you, and they're not willing to make you go through all these goddamn hoops. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I cannot relate to a lot of this bullshit because they have trivialized dating. One thing that the Manosphere has done, they have trivialized dating and they make the shit like it's some kind of fucking scientific ass equation. And they put black women at the forefront of being this complicated being that makes life difficult for them in the dating arena, when actually it's not that difficult. You make it difficult for yourself. But constantly talking about women all day is unproductive.
None of these dudes were even dating women like that. Like everybody knew so much about female nature, but people were spending all the time that they would usually be dealing with female nature online overnight talking to other men. Like, okay, so you guys got female nature figured out. You're not out here getting Walmart heiresses or like Paris Hilton or none of that shit off the table. You out here talking to other lost and broken men about these supposed expertise that you have. And it didn't make any sense. And it's like, okay, the whole point of learning this information is going to be exposed the moment there's practical application. Practical application always let people know exactly where people are at. Look, I think it's good information. But if you don't apply the information, like my grandfather used to call these people like a connoisseur of actual counseling, where these people would go in and get 1,000 hours of counseling and they would fall back into the same rut. Then they would go get counseling again and fall into the same rut. Why? They knew what the answers was. They just wanted to listen to the answers being said over and over again, but they didn't want to go out and experiment.
Apply it.
Yeah, because they wanted someone else to fix the entire system. Hey, if a woman didn't have endless options and choices, then her female nature wouldn't really mean shit. She would just be on a whole bunch of bullshit and wouldn't nobody mess with her. Because female nature is only female nature when she has a bunch of people who still want to deal with her anyway. And it's not like these women ain't got track records online. They didn't burn multiple people. They got baby mamas and abortions by multiple people. But when you got the line wrapped around the block and you still got people up in the asking price, she can kind of formulate her female nature on the fly.
In our essence, what this is basically saying is that no matter how much they claim red pill, there's always going to be simping ass, thirsty ass Negroes running behind women that are not worth it. So even the average or below average has a shot of manipulation and doing what she wants, because she knows at the end of the day, there's always a thirsty Negro that's going to be there for the taking. So therefore, they don't have to change or change any of their flaws or improve, because they know somebody out there is going to want them for their toxic self. This is not all women. This is a certain percentage of women.
She can really formulate, like, and what men don't understand about that is that, let's say you have no experimentation. Now you think every woman becomes a monolith because you have no experimentation. And the people who are actually doing this to you is like the stages of grief. You know, but what they've done, if they've taken the actual first part and the last part out of it, because the last stage of grief is acceptance. The red pill doesn't lead you to acceptance of the situation. So at some point, they got to kick you out of the red pill, because you just can't sit in first grade of the red pill for the rest of your life. You got
the hell you can't. Is because there are people who've been red pill for life. The problem is what happens. There are people who are comfortable being in the red pill all their fucking life and being miserable. We got Negroes like BGS Iltmore who've been in the fucking red pill. He claimed he black pill, whatever the hell that may mean. A pill is a goddamn pill. All of their life, no improvements, no elevation. Just I'm on YouTube with a platform talking shit about black female nature all day, every fucking day. I've been in this space since 2016. And I've been watching YouTube consistently since 2014. And it's the same shit year after year after year. And we're going into 2024 with the same shit.
You got to get the hell up out of here and prove that you're actually dealing with women out here before you keep running your mouth and keep trying to go to TikTok and have another video that you responded to about how some random ass woman in a state that you don't even live in, on a street that you don't even know, on a zip code that you can't even find on the map, acting a damn fool. What does that have to do with your actual experience going out there and actually dealing with other people? Again, most of these people want to get to the woman without the productivity piece. I'm sorry. The days of free pussy is over. All these
MOT tripped me out. This Negro basically stated the age of free pussy is over. That shit was funny. Now look, man. I don't see it that way. To me, if a female wants you and values you, she's gonna give you what she want to give you. Now, of course, that comes with you have certain expectations, and you have to be financially there to date, financially there to have a long-term relationship, get married, etc. The financial aspects of things are going to come one way or the other. You're not going to escape financial due diligence. It's going to come about some point. It may not come in the early stages or while you're just dating, but as you get serious and move further and further along, your financial ability to operate will come into play. Because this person wants to find out, this female wants to know if you are able to build, take care of your business, take care of her, and if you have a family, your ability to do both.
dudes lying about how they had access to all these fucking women. Here's the thing. Why are you claiming the women and the women ain't claiming you? What's that about? You know what I'm saying? This is why I say these dudes are lying out here.
Well, you have men that are saying that we see these things. Why would we subject ourselves to marriage under the current state? Why would we subject ourselves to a marriage when we see how the laws are working? What is your response to that?
I don't care about a man's ability to get married or get pussy within this environment. That's a personal problem. I don't give a shit about them getting access to sex. That has nothing to do with the situation. Listen, if you know there's a problem with the laws, I'm going to ask you what party that you're a part of. And I'm going to ask you, have you organized around trying to change the law? If you have not.
Facts. And you know what? These Negroes, you want to do a goddamn Manosphere conclave, and nobody has lobbied, put any money where their mouth at to go to any state legislature or the federal government to do anything about these quote unquote laws. And how for years this sector bitched and complained about child support over and over and over and over. And then nobody did shit about it. Then you want to try to clown the men like me and that are married, like BMT and others, as if we married men are simps. But you niggas are sitting here on child support. They got niggas in this space that got 3 and 4 children on child support, but want to talk about me with 3 kids by one woman that ain't never been on child support. You see the backwards fucking thinking with some of these niggas? But then you want to try to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, how I'm supposed to be acting, how I'm supposed to act in certain situations, and what I'm should not. You want me to be just like your unsuccessful ass. No, I'm not. Like, pussy should not be the topic of conversation every fucking day. Matter of fact, it shouldn't even be a topic most of the goddamn time. But it's all about, well, she give it up easy for Pookie and Ray Ray and make me wait 90 days. Well, if a woman making you wait 90 days and if you don't value her, move on. Nobody asking you to wait for shit. If you value yourself, go to the women who value you. And if nobody values you, which a lot of them don't, you need to work on yourself and up your fucking game, up your everything all around about you, so you can be deemed as more attractive. What's up, Abdullah Jones? What's up, NC Worker? Dante Adams, what's up, man? We about to get to this. Let me get back to it.
Not trying to change the laws, you need to shut all the way the fuck up about anything that's happening in society. Because if you wanted to change, your ass would be out there on the picket line. You would be donating to people so that way things can actually work. That's how politics work. No one's gonna do this stuff on your behalf. You're just gonna sit back in the cut and complain until there's a purpose.
You want to trick on Obsidian and Minister Jap and the lead attorney, but you don't want to put a fund together to legislate for different shit. That's why I cannot take these guys serious. You got niggas in here who dying early, dying young. Kevin Samuels died young. You had a YouTuber that just forgot the guy. When Ron Wills just had a fucking stroke. David Carroll died in his 50s. You had two guys that went to jail for doing all kind of crazy shit, and they listen to red pill content. This is some of the most demonic ass fucking shit I've ever seen in my life. This is what these guys are doing. So is the red pill designed to keep men single and happy? Of course the fuck it is. Look, we see the evidence every goddamn day. It's quite evident. Red pill only fuels irrational paranoia and anxiety towards women that does not exist. It does not exist. It is no reason to be this hypervigilant about the ills of black female behavior, or what you may say, black female fuckery. You're not going to spend the money, not going to put your money where your mouth is. You're not going to invest to make things better. You're not going to put together a coalition organization. You're not doing the work that is necessary to change the laws that you complain about. So miss me with people who are telling you different. But at the end of the day, man, it's these black women need to be held accountable. To who? You cannot hold a black woman accountable to shit if you don't have your shit together. Why should a black woman care? You have no ties to her. You're not a man. You're not a family. You're not doing nothing for her. Why should she allow you to hold her accountable? This shit don't even make sense. What's up, Chaos?
What's good, man?
Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
Does Ron Wills have a stroke? Ron Wills.
Yeah, he had a stroke.
When?
Earlier this week.
Recently.
Yeah, this was recent. Yeah,
well,
man. I don't know how he's recovering. I think he's okay, but he did have a stroke earlier this week.
That's surprising. Because normally, man, I see him working out and stuff, but there might be other factors. Because usually you can work out as much time as you want, but if you're eating a very greasy and with certain meats and stuff and processes, that costs to lead to that.
Yeah, he's recovering, but he did get a stroke. But let me continue.
All right, continue.
System. That's not how anything has ever worked. You have to go. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I thought you were wrapping up. I just wanted to say, like, it seems to me, and I don't know how red pill is practiced within, white spaces or other spaces outside of the black spaces that it's practiced in. And it seems to me that it was essentially niggified. And what I mean by that is they took one aspect of the theory, and they're focused in and honed in on that and ignore every other part of it. Like, literally, it's just strictly about relationships and us not being able to get these. Like, that's kind of been the focal point of how it's practiced in black spaces for the most part, in mass.
No, I disagree with that summation, and here's why. These people know damn well what they're doing, what they're showing up to, how much action that they put in, how much time that they actually put into actually dealing with anything. I put the blame squarely on the people who don't have results. Squarely on the people who never.
But who has results? How many people do we know claiming, "Oh, red pill made me better," and you have real receipts to show why it made you better? Like, it enhanced my life and made me a better this and that. No, who's doing the testimonial? Now, Sister George married a man that was in the space. Kerwin. But was Kerwin really as red pill as we want to think he, I don't think the brother was really that red pill. Most people who subscribe to red pill are not getting married.
Mm.
Let me continue.
Organizers, they were able
to
put together this event. So would you say that that's unproductive? That's not unproductive.
It is unproductive. If you spend 51 and a half motherfucking weeks out here dragging fucking women, and then you want to get 200 fucking idiots in a goddamn room and pretend like you wasn't fucking doing that shit the other 51 weeks out of the year, not only are you a goddamn fool, but everybody who showed up to that shit is a goddamn.
Facts. Listen, I said that myself. These Negroes sat at that Manosphere meetup in Atlanta or wherever the hell they was at. And they claimed that they were going to talk about tech. They said that the first time. Theo Wolf, I don't know what the fuck he doing, but he's spending a lot of money on this shit. And what has it accomplished? Just a few people in tech. All the fucking industries that we got in this country. And yes, there should be an increase of black people, black men in tech, because there's a dire need for you to be in that sector. But I'm sorry, everybody's not going to want to do tech. That's not everybody's passion, nor will everybody be good at that. That's not their skill set. What should be talked about is entrepreneurship and economic advancement and literacy. Let me continue. Then I'm going to go to Kev. What's up, Kev?
Okay. So here's the other thing.
Let me do. I'll be right back.
What man took his motherfucking son to the Manosphere meetup? Who has custody of his son? Who give a fuck about his son's outcome? What man took his goddamn son to the Manosphere meetup to meet these collection of fucking?
Well, shit. Lil Big Nate claimed he was going to bring his son to kick my ass, kick G ass, and everybody else's ass. He planned to do it.
Clowns. Who did this?
No, that's a good question because
of course, it's the most obvious question.
SMD.
Hey. He's the one who said some dumbass shit. This show been going on for how long? Yeah.
Just so we can level set and kind of move the conversation in a different direction, let me ask you this. Do you see any benefits of the movement? Like, have the movement benefited black men or even men in general in any way?
What movement?
The red pill movement.
It could have benefited men, but they allowed the full-time entertainers to fuck up the red pill. That's what happened. A lot of niggas wanted to retire off the broken men that they were escorting into the red pill.
The broken men were the niggas with the money. Let's just keep it a buck. The broken men were the ones who were financially keeping things afloat. There was no intentions to correct anything. The goal was to trauma bond and grow the damn sector out for people who were not happy with their dating options. You think if a guy found a good woman, that requires time away from YouTube. They will not be on YouTube as much as they got a stable relationship. They love and they enjoying it. They going out doing things, dates. They ain't got time. Then now they're going to have to compromise on being on YouTube. They want lowly, bitter ass Negroes.
I was joking, laughing at you on that one, D-Man. You're right. That's the target group.
They want broken ass Negroes.
Incel ass dudes that never had the courage to get out there and get your feet wet, man. Get turned down by 10 women in the club. Is that one you're looking for?
Exactly.
Right. You mean, and these same dudes, I had to ask one of these dudes. I said, "But okay, you ever ask one of the chicks at McDonald's out to eat or something, man? Or take her out? No. Well, you ain't trying. You just bitching about it on the computer.
But you want to go fucking with the Instagram model that you already know all about money. And then this is another thing. This is an underlining thing. This is one thing that they used to get mad at me about. because every guy that I have known that told they red pill story, they came into this reality through simping on women that didn't want them. Countless examples of men spending money on clothes, food, on the children, buying meals, paying for the Ubers. There's countless examples of people complaining about what females did to them. And it was all financial exploitation. They got cheated on, found out the baby wasn't mine, and last but not least, child support. These are the issues that led to them becoming red pill. See, Negroes that don't have a problem getting women don't turn red pill. And that's what kills the legitimacy of the movement, is because if the movement, it only deals with people who don't have a bad interaction with women, then it negates the whole premise of helping men. Because only the men who don't have success are clinging to this shit. If it was available to help men who don't have problems with women or and so on, then it would be a different story. But men like ourselves, who didn't never have problem with women like that, we're looking at them like they losing their goddamn mind. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Listen, man, and I said this, I grew up in South kind of central Louisiana. I'm used to women who can cook their ass off. I ain't never had no problem getting no meals. I ain't never had no problem with, with this kind of stuff. Women being feminine, women taking care of things. Yeah, they may be a little mouthy and stuff like that, but everybody come with flaws. I ain't never had to wait no goddamn 90 days to get no goddamn ass. I ain't never had to come out my wallet a whole, like, fucking damn near go broke running behind pussy. Are you serious? And then the bottom line is that I'm just speaking to the women that they don't even require shit like that.
Don't it require to go on a date at times? Is the woman into you?
Yeah. And I was just speaking with some women the other day about that on the platform, about I know situations where women never went on a date. They married. Never went. Her and their husband never had a date. Everything they did was at home. Matter of fact, I know this for a fact. I know women, particularly from home. And Kev, you may attest to this. They got women that don't even want to go out. They'll rather want to cook a good meal instead of going and spend money somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and remember D. Durrell? Back in the day, the man used to invite the women over and he'll cook dinner for them. You didn't have to go out. Just like you said, you ain't even had to go out. You be like, come over my house for dinner and take it from there.
Exactly. Like this shit is so trivialized. Like, guys, man, they are women that don't require these. And see, this is the thing. Quit running behind women that don't want you. That's the first thing. You don't have to have the baddest bee on the street. You're trying to run behind the chick that materialistic. The chick ain't about shit. Yeah, she the finest, she look the best. But they got another chick down the street that may not be as cute, but is cute. She got a nice little body. She ain't gonna give you all the drama. She ain't gonna give you all that drama.
Right.
And probably can fuck you way better than the chick that's an 8, 9, and 10.
Yeah, them the boring ones there. Them the boring ones.
8, 9, and 10 ain't got no walls.
Yeah, man, the 8, 9, and 10, you worrying about the 8, 9, and 10. And the 8, 9, and 10 may be a 3 in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Look, brother D, this is what I tell some of the younger cats when we talking about women and meeting women and stuff like that. I say, man, look, you got to try at least 5 or 6 times, man. And they got places you can go. You can meet them at the grocery store. If you see a woman washing her own car at a car wash that's halfway decent, stop looking for the Instagram fucking model. If she got a nice body and nice personality, that's what you want.
Yeah, man. They want the superficial ass woman that think that she can leverage her physicality to get what she wants. And all she gonna do is expect you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She gonna expect you because in her mind, if so and so can pay for it, then you can pay for it. And
Right,
you
that's
don't
good
have
for
to
you.
pay for it.
Right.
You don't have to. You ain't gotta go spending money on no goddamn Louis bags and going $1,000 shopping sprees and shit like that, and going taking all these extravagant ass dates that you can't afford. Man, you can leave that where it's at and go to something else that don't require all that.
Right. You got an echo in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's always me.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So my position is, when I first came into this space, when I'm hearing guys talk like this, I thought it was a joke. I thought this shit was all cap. I say ain't no way in the world these guys got this hard of a time getting dates. Man, they had guys in here like Edward Anderson. This nigga been single for 10 years.
Oh no! Oh.
This nigga been single for 10 years, and that nigga was sitting there and rest in peace to his mom. You know, but this nigga was just there. He was him and his mom. This nigga was a straight up homosexual. Now imagine a woman wanting to date a nigga 5'4", dusty looking, and he live at home with his mama. Now, how attractive is that?
You know what?
But no, but you want to be the one talking about the market, the what's in the marketplace, nigga. You the fucking rotten ass banana in the market, in the goddamn marketplace. Throw your ass in the trash.
Hey, look, I was on Bomb Channel, and I had to tell someone, look, y'all got to pay attention who the type of niggas that's talking shit and triggering y'all. Right, you got to, and I told like they got men don't even talk to niggas like that. These dudes don't have a voice.
Man, listen.
Right.
A nigga like Edward Anderson with nigga, nobody fucking with Edward Anderson in real life. If you real men who working, got shit going on, and this nigga sitting in the house all day on YouTube, don't interact with nobody until the evening time and shit. And then everybody talking about the shit they doing, and all this nigga want to talk about is YouTube and sitting at home with his mama. The fuck out of here. Who want to listen to that? Like, men don't do this shit. Real men like to be around other real men.
Right. In the barbershop type nigga.
We ain't fucking with nobody like Edward Anderson. Right. Now imagine you in the barbershop and they got a nigga saying, well, I ain't had a date in 5 years, man. Fuck them bitches. Niggas be looking like 5 years.
Right. You go in there with fuck them bitches. Hey, man,
that nigga, he would get every eye. They would look at him sideways. The whole barbershop looking at that nigga sideways.
Right. Nick, man, let me tell you something. Like, dudes sit there, and that's the conversation. You'll see niggas on the panel, like on Roger Report. What's the guy named Art Nostal?
Oh, that nigga.
Niggas, and shout out to Art, because you don't hear Art don't really talk like that, but all them other niggas that be on there be doing all that shit.
That Roger Report nigga.
Oh, that nigga Roger Report. Oh, I don't even want to get on the little one-on-one me and him had over about a year ago. This nigga here. And then when you find out these niggas like 5'2", 120 pounds,
yeah.
nigga like
in height.
Shit. This nigga like little Big Nate. This motherfucker about 5'5", 255 pounds, look like motherfucking Porky Pig. Want to complain about, well, nigga, you was lucky that first wife gave you ass to have 2 children.
And I tried to explain that to some of the women. They are like, listen, they only got a voice here. If we was around each other, just hanging out, watching the game, whatever, a festival, anything, and all the fellas hanging, a nigga that size and that profile and whatever it is, whatever he talking about, the issues he having with women, he ain't gonna talk about that. Nigga, what are you talking about? You better get whatever you can.
Nobody listening to that. Right. Other men looking at him like, nigga, you need to go get your game up. Right. Nobody gonna sit there. Yeah, man, you right. These bitches ain't shit.
Well, and I mean, he can't motivate men. No, what he's gonna do is tell us what kind of motivation you gonna give us about getting women or dating.
Hey, he was married, right? He was married, right? Okay,
Right.
he divorced. Okay, the same way you got that wife, it's the same way you can get you another wife.
Right.
Right? Yeah. I seen brother.
My problem in the sector is some see, and I remember how the whole thing. And when I came through YouTube, I always linked up to with you. I try to weed out the dumb gender shit and stuff like that. I came to YouTube to me. Maybe some positive, and when I heard Black Manosphere, okay, well, that's some brothers that's trying to put some things together, and pass some ideas and stuff like that. The women hear stuff like things like that, and then I know the work you do. Okay, that's important. And then but these niggas here brought it all the way to some gender thing, talking back and forth about weaves and wigs and nails. Man, we don't give a shit about that.
Facts, man. Facts.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, when I first heard the Manosphere, right? Only thing they was doing, they was regurgitating shit from what Tommy Sotomayor was talking about.
Right.
I said, but look at him. Let's look at Tommy Sotomayor. Look at this nigga. Look at him.
But that's karma though.
Look at all that money that he made. And look what this nigga at now. This nigga was spending $2,500 for ass, for pussy. This is what this nigga was doing. This nigga was flying women out the. Now you supposed to be. You mean to tell me you at the wheel? You mean to tell me that? And this nigga another unsocial ass Negro that was not getting women outside of YouTube. This nigga was fucking with Michi X on the low, right? This nigga was buying chicks from Instagram. This nigga started doing OnlyFans when he went broke. Like this nigga
said it again. I keep telling people the same thing. That nigga, when that nigga went broke, he regurgitated selling his ass on OnlyFans.
Right. And I remember time when
he spent all his money on pussy.
I remember way back in the days when he had the little white Russian chick feeding them grapes and everything. At the pool. Now this is my thing, and see, this is how people fuck it up on YouTube.
What's up, Sexy Red?
This is how people fuck it up on YouTube. You didn't have to go. Why you keep pushing the extra mile? You could have just stuck with your basic shit and keep it respectable and grow your business slowly. But everybody won't push the needle. Nigga, you gonna keep talking about this? That's gonna be your main talking point about vagina smells and stuff like that. Why you had to be there? So eventually, they was gonna take your ass down.
Yes, sir.
Then you get mad with YouTube. Now I'm gonna go to Discord. Okay, well y'all know. Follow me over here to what you call them, man. Nobody not trying to hear that shit there like that.
And when the Manosphere wasn't, sorry about that. The Manosphere was not being informative when it came out. They wasn't talking about employment references where brothers can get connected to jobs or whatever. They wasn't talking about health. You know what I mean? They would
do an interview with O'Shea.
They wouldn't talk.
They got away from all that shit. They got away from all of that. They used to do that.
I listened to somebody interview O'Shea.
Right.
And he said that it was him,
Angry Man and Obsidian.
And Obsidian, they started that whole little group thing, and I think Angry Man came up with the name and stuff like that.
Right.
And you had to be affiliated with them to go, I guess money behind the scenes was changing hands.
Oh yeah, money behind the
scenes. Group going. And they based that shit off of talking about, black issues. That's back early on, and it was only for a minute that you had like Sin G being pro-black, and then they made a couple of dollars off the drama, and them niggas just took it to the next level. They're like, what the fuck? Then now that's all it is now is talking about black women.
That's all it is.
I tell you, they was using it. They was not using it for what. Using the internet for what? I mean, they wouldn't use their space for what it was supposed to be used for.
Right.
It was supposed to be helping. Hold on. It was supposed to be used to be helping man and bettering man, but they weren't doing that. They had so many things they could have been that like they could have used. They could have used this. They could have used the internet to change to put something on the ballot, to use it to get a petition moved or whatever. Because it's the World Wide Web. Hold on. It's the World Wide Web. You can get connected to everybody. Don't you know? They could have used this for you know what I'm saying? They could have used it to get something on the ballot to change these fucked up child support laws like they always complain about. All these motherfucking alimony, whatever they complain about, they could have got it changed. They could, by using using the internet to further their cause. But they didn't want to do that. They was full of shit. It all came down to pussy. Nothing but getting pussy.
Right.
Right.
So the whole damn thing. I can't.
Right.
When I first heard it, like black men are like, I'm in a group, got a group on Facebook called Black Fathers and stuff like that. The first videos I made trying to get, show some black brothers that they don't have to demonize having kids or be, thrown off, because especially when young men and think that's the responsibilities shake a lot of niggas sometimes. And I was just saying, man, y'all complain about child support and all that. Man, enjoy being a father. My first video was with my daughter at Home Depot. We painting the walls,
Right.
Stuff like that. Going to some horses. Then it was the whole stock thing. Okay, well, this is how y'all can set up your own thing. I'm in a service industry city, so most of the people around me don't have 401ks.
Right.
And show them that. For you had to, the work you do, D. the rest. And I was linking them like that. I said, oh, these niggas just strictly about some whole shit.
Facts.
And then I saw the fucking picture. I said, y'all got to look at the motherfuckers y'all tripping on. That's that's the weak caliber men that you wouldn't talk to. Nobody wouldn't even fuck with them.
Right. Facts.
Right.
Well,
but you're a YouTube influencer for black men, man. That's a stretch like a motherfucker.
But let me continue with MOT, man, because Theo Wop about to come on, and I want you to hear this exchange.
They didn't require shit out of these dudes. That's why they keep doing the same evergreen content about dating and relationships, because they didn't want to help men. They wanted to keep men in that cycle. Like I said, the 5 stages of grief. They want to keep them in the middle 3. They want to keep them away from acceptance. They want to keep them away from experimentation. What they want to do is they want to just keep gaslighting these dudes with just actually random black woman number 365 acting a fool in some fucking small ass town. Niggas get mad at it. Pay me.
But
that's what these dudes are.
No, that's a good point, MOT. And I do understand that if men actually go through the process in a proper.
But those people, they're not my people. At the end of the day, if you want to go up to hucksters and clowns and frauds and think that they're going to get your motherfucking ass there, I don't give a fuck about your numbers. Fuck you. You deserve to be exactly
so you don't care about lost black men or young black men that are coming up that are, are going wayward. Like you have,
well,
care about.
They want to balance their time between the answer and hanging out with fuck niggas. And as long as you want to do that, I don't give a fuck about your goddamn future. At the end of the day, it's either you're going to get your shit together, do something different, or go hang with the niggas. And think that somebody is going to pull you over to the productivity piece. You see, the productivity piece ends all the arguments. You're going to waste 15 or 20 years of their fucking life recovering from losing to a woman. That's what these men are preparing these men for with this version of the red pill. They want to balance their time between the answer.
Theo, you have a what you call it in the echo in the background.
At the end of the day.
Now, before I get to what Theo Wop about to say, this nigga here, I want y'all to understand. This nigga spent $30,000 on the first Manosphere meetup. Nigga spent money on I don't even know what a second little meetup was at, but the third one, most recent, this nigga spent over $30,000 to $40,000 again. This the nigga who is actually paying for all of this shit. This is him, the one on the bottom left. And this Negro still mad at his deceased Asian wife who didn't love him, who is now deceased. This nigga still angry and mad about that woman not loving him. And that woman died years ago. This nigga went on in Red Pill Rage on Reg the Bad Guy channel talking about, man, I was with a woman, man. She was Asian and man, she didn't fucking love me, man. And I'm still mad about it. The woman been like, look, if you mad that she left because she died and you grieving over her dying, that's one thing. This nigga still mad that this woman died and didn't love him. This is a woman he married. This nigga went broke and was actually homeless at one time. Now, he turned his life around. I give him that. But now you go back to wanting to date the same Asian women that didn't love your ass and was living off your money, but you want to dog out black women.
That's what I don't get right there. He complains. Yeah, he complains about black women, but he don't even date black women. But he complains about them. Shit gets me there, right there.
Now let me continue.
You gonna get your shit? What is going on here, man?
Well,
all right, so this is the productivity piece, and nobody care about that shit. Like, listen, no one is bringing their kids out to this shit. Okay, you could have easily gotten because I do this shit in my own fucking community, right? Yeah, well, I do this shit in my own fucking community. This is why I don't have to worry about fucking meetups, because if you ain't down with the productivity piece and you still want to hang with fuck niggas, pro blacks, and the relationship argument piece, those people need to be separated from the rest of black men, because you can't be a full-time guy who's keeping up this bullshit all year round, and then you get to show up at some type of fucking conclave claiming that you give a fuck about the outcome of men. At the end of the day, y'all guys have got to stop fucking taking credit and advantage of the work that's actually being done on the ground by people who are actually dealing with politics. And stop trying to claim that the Manosphere is going mainstream by trying to leverage everybody else's hard work in changing these laws.
Okay. Theo, welcome to the show. I don't think you've ever
now watch this, Negro. Listen to this shit.
Been up on one of our panels before, but welcome. What are your thoughts on or response to the things that MOT has alleged and thrown out?
I think MOT needs to eat a Snickers bar and change his backseat pads. Basically, he needs to change his tampons.
Now you see how wet. Eat a Snicker bar and change your max. This is the Manosphere kind of fucking shit. Did he think that shit was funny? Eat a Snicker bar and change your max. Like, really, niggas, stop. And the thing about it, they always try to make these little jokes to feminize men and shit. Like they got they shit, like they the most masculine Negroes running around. But listen to this shit.
Yeah, that's a normal thing. MOT is doing a zero. I have my top 3 students right now have the following salaries: $550,000 a year, $171,000 a year, and $360,000.
This nigga lying. Stop. This nigga is lying. This nigga claimed he got a guy making $550,000, another one making $575,000, another one. Nigga, stop it. Stop. Ain't nobody making that kind of money their first few years in tech. They got motherfuckers been in tech for 5-10 years, barely making $150,000 to $200,000. But all of a sudden, they go through your shit and they making all this money. Stop.
A year.
All this, you ain't got a channel?
I don't.
All this, you ain't got a channel?
I don't need a channel to do that.
Okay.
I don't need cash flow to do that. I don't need to charge
did you say?
them to do that.
Did you say that you took fishermen and got them into IT? Because I have you on record saying that.
Yeah.
You took fishermen and you got them into IT.
Felons. They were felons, and they asked
fishermen felons.
Fishermen felons to go into IT, and they got into IT during the coronavirus, during the lockdowns, and they went from making $30,000 a year to $120,000 a year. Yep.
Don't you think that
this nigga lying? This nigga lying. Hey, no way in hell. You took a man from making $30,000 during Corona, which was 3 years ago. Now all of a sudden they making $120,000. Man, they got people with degrees ain't even making that their first year in computer science. What the fuck are you teaching that nobody else teaching? Please explain that to me. Like, you just throwing out numbers to make it seem like you're doing so much for, for black men.
That ought to be a channel that you showcase that?
No, I have other things to do. I'm actually working.
What?
I have work.
No, MOT, wouldn't it be you coming after somebody that is productive, that is trying to help other
people? He hangs around Obsidian and Sub-Zero and the rest of those fuck niggas. That dude is not productive at all. He may be kind of productive, but at the end of the fucking day, it's the niggas you hang out with. Null and void. It doesn't fucking matter.
I don't hang out with you. That's for sure.
You're not
productive.
No.
Just going online and being a little bitch.
Okay.
That's all you're doing is being a bitch online, dude.
Look at him. I'm not good. I don't hang around with you, dude.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Hold on. Let me pause this. I make sure there's no sound in the background. 1 second. Let me pause this. All right. I gotta be honest. I cannot discredit what Phil is not doing or doing, because he came up here personally. because even when he came around the space, and you hear the story, a lot of these dudes, they look for somewhere to fall, and they came across, I guess, red pill space. Now, in regards to his ties with Obsidian, and once I don't know if he's still tied with Little Big Nate. He has done something out here. The only thing that why people can't credit, because how us black folks move, you need to show me something. I need to see these people front and center, put my video, show me your check and all that stuff. And most people not gonna be showing that validation. And I know you're laughing. I'm
just saying this nigga ain't done shit. I don't know. He paid a lot of niggas to go to an event.
But I give him credit, because which black man nowadays, let's be honest, they've been talking about this thing about female nature, these pills for what? Before the event happened in 2020. So up to 5 years, right? They've been talking about this. But not one time they ever said, we're going to just meet up and let's create something, make something happen. Let's all meet up that have the same mindset. You didn't see that until 2020 with the opposite of Little Big Nate. Him and Theo Wap were the only dudes that were listening to content that took action. Have you noticed the ones that created the space a long time?
Yeah, but Chaos, this nigga paid for, sponsored the whole thing by himself.
Well, yeah, he has the money for himself to sponsor.
Yeah, but why not the people that were involved? Why not everybody donate and invest in the goddamn movement?
Deidre, do you know we're talking with niggas?
So that's the problem.
We all black in here.
You're making my point, Chaos. Now you're actually making my point.
But you know what? You know why I'm saying that? Because let me tell you something. And I've been around niggas. When it's time to really say we want to do something as men, it gets crickets. Crickets. I'm telling you firsthand.
You're making
so to find that one man, because that tells you that if not one man's gonna make the sacrifice and throw the money, no one else will. If a man said we want to set up something, everybody put money in the pot, there's gonna be fighting.
You making?
I remember one time Green Grill wanted to do a special documentary, and I forgot what it was, but that was like 3 years ago. And a lot of people were questioning him on it and said, "Are you taking my money? Are you scamming all this up?" Same for Dr. Omar Johnson, which he actually proved valid because he fucked up himself because when he got caught with that stripper, he fucked up a chance of him really having any money. But overall, election when it's time to put up, most niggas are gonna be crickets.
Okay, so you just made MOT point. So let me continue with this.
And I made MOT
point. Okay, so at the end of the day, at the end of the day, if you're getting all of these results,
you're all whining a little bit.
Okay, so at the end of the day, if you have all these results, go get a channel.
I don't need a channel.
You don't want nobody checking your fucking work. You just want to make these unsubstantiated claims about how you took a fisherman to be $100,000 a year. Dude, that's a wild ass claim. Dude, listen, it ain't a wild claim to you. You took a dude who's a fisherman to be in the IT?
Because my students.
Let me get in here real quick because I want to ask you a question, Dio.
Because my students know who the fisherman is. My students know who he is. They've actually seen him on LinkedIn. Okay. So they know who the guy is. So the receipts are there.
And MOT disagree and that y'all coming from two completely different points of view.
Nah, man. He hangs around fuck niggas. He put on a show for fuck niggas.
MOT, you're a bit jealous.
Jealous? Are you serious? MOT has a far more as far as his track record is way more accomplished than yours. This man been operating a truck business for years, almost probably over a decade. Stop it with this shit.
You have no
jealous of what? Jealous of what? Oh, okay. So all right, so let's go over this.
So unproductive. I want to ask him a question. Is there anything that you've heard MOT say that has a ring of truth to it? Like, I understand that you're not agreeing with what he's saying directly about you, but about the red pill and about, the fact that he feels that the space, I said that they niggified red pill and, he agrees, but out of all of his commentary, is there anything that you can say, okay, MOT is right on this?
No, nothing. Absolutely zero.
All right.
I mean, the only thing, again, Look, MOT, you're not going out there and doing the work and actually helping these men change their lives.
Dude,
you're not.
Dude,
you're
have
doing
a
a
channel
zero.
set up for that.
You're doing a zero. You have a channel to make money from black men. I'm not making money from black men. Remember,
hold on a second.
You're making money from black men. I'm not.
Okay, so let me go over this.
Mm-hmm.
I have a channel that makes money off of black men.
Yep, I do.
Have you ever watched my live streams and how many people actually super chat me and cash at me on those actual live streams?
I don't watch gynocentric sites.
Well, why would you even make that claim?
They're gonna say MOT do not have a gynocentric. It's just a thing, man. These
that's
that they use. MOT does not have a female orientated show or gynocentric. See, that's that BGS bullshit.
Yeah.
Stop, man.
That's why people gotta be careful, because if you're not watching the man's channel and you have not checked any of the few live streams, skim through, you can't really say that he's gynocentric, because most of his content, majority is focused on men. Women might watch it here and time, but majority is mostly men. He always can't talk about productivity.
That's why he lost the argument. When you're gonna try to criticize the man content, you don't even know what kind of content.
Yeah, you had to skim through it. You gotta be careful of that, because
right. Well, let me continue.
Hold on, MOT. Yo, that would be a false claim, because and I'll be honest. When I go over to MOT's chat, it's not a gynocentric conversation, and there are not a lot of women in his chat. Very few women go to MOT's chat, so I don't want you to say that's a gynocentric channel.
You could be a man and be gynocentric. MOT is an example of this.
Okay, because you provide some type of example or proof through any type of live stream that I've ever created that I'm gynocentric.
Go ahead, your entire channel. That's it. That's all the proof that we need.
He doesn't say
You're not
to
doing
be gynocentric.
Yeah, pause it.
Because he's not in 100% alignment with some of the larger.
Go ahead.
Yeah, right there. That was her ignorant, Theo, because he didn't like what people's views. You gotta be smart in that, brother. Can't do that unless you went and skim it. You can't say his whole channel. But people gonna look at you as weird and stupid.
Yeah, the channel is not gynocentric by far. It's never been. I don't know where you get that from.
No, he has to be very careful saying stupid shit like that, because it makes him look ignorant, dumb. See, the people that he's associated with, they will sit there and they will tell him, "Oh no, we had to push back, disagree." If you ask a city on low, I say no, MOT is not that type of channel. For you to make that claim and then just smile like it's some chicken thing, that makes you look real dumb. So that's one thing I'd agree on that. Keep playing.
Yeah. Okay. So let me go ahead and continue.
Content creators in the space, like if you listen to what he's saying, there's logic in the arguments that he's making about people, like some of the content creators keeping men stuck in a rut because they know if they advance, if they develop, if they go out and apply what they've learned in this space, then it's not fruitful for them. Like at least
what I've noticed in this space is that the men, when they get to a certain level, they actually leave the space because they've done all the achievements that they want to do, and they just keep on going. I see this with my students all the time.
That's the point of my channel, is to make you stop listening, so that way you can go out and do shit.
Again, the guys don't always stay in the space.
Theo, then that would mean that you do agree with MOT about the application of knowledge and actually getting out of the space, right?
No, it's not like that. Not like that at all. It's usually that the guys fully understand the red pill, and then they're like, okay, well, we're good, and then they're going off and doing other things. They're still listening in every once in a while. They're not going blue pill. They're still red pill. They're both very highly red pill, but they're doing other things. So I have students who do this, and I have students who travel the world who are all passport bros. I have students in over 10 countries right now, and they're doing just fine. And they don't always participate in the space. So
okay, so then let's talk about the content creators that are heavily invested in keeping men in the same position, dealing with low-hanging fruit.
Like Obsidian. Like Obsidian.
What are your
thoughts?
No, man.
Could you explain the bringing it?
He brought up Obsidian.
Obsidian up to your so-called productive Manosphere meetups. Could you explain that, sir?
I don't. I want to say this. I disagree with this idea. We're trying to keep men at a certain level. We're trying to raise them up, and Obsidian has been
trying to raise them up.
Yeah, because this Obsidian has been consistent on increasing the level of black men and increasing their level. They're making sure they're not awkward, that they're not overweight like I am.
Obsidian awkward his damn self.
And
So, wait a minute. This nigga say Obsidian trying to maintain people health. Did y'all see this nigga? Like, look, man, I ain't trying to talk about this man, but Obsidian does not look healthy. Obsidian, y'all saw how Obsidian looked. I don't even have to go into detail with that. He did not look well. and I hope the best, and I hope he is doing well, but he did not look well doing the Manosphere. He looked like he was sick. He looked uncomfortable sitting down. And I hope nothing is wrong with him, but because I like his kind, I like the brother, but I'm sorry. I don't know where you got that from, but let me continue. That didn't make no sense.
I don't know right now. Maybe. Part of the reason is because if I'm going to marry her and do this process, it's going to take 2 years. I have to be in Europe for 2 whole years. So I'm trying to think what my financial situation is and whether or not I can actually sustain that. And maintain all the contacts that I have in the United States. What's my logistics going to be? So I have to figure that all out. So she's currently in Poland. She's a refugee in Poland.
This nigga about to marry a motherfucking Polish refugee. You see the shit I'm talking about? This nigga could go to the hood and this nigga gonna go and marry a motherfucking Polish refugee.
He can walk down the street and get a motherfucking woman. He can. This is the
kind of shit I'm talking about. This nigga go all across the world to go invest because you gonna spend all the fucking money, just like that old simp ass nigga Big Truck Onthal, whatever the hell is Big Truck, whatever his name. This nigga gonna go half across the world to get a woman from Poland. Wait 2 years. Sacrifice all this if he decide to marry this woman. Did you see how stupid this song?
Yeah. I mean, all Theo was doing is telling on himself how much of an incel he is. That's all.
This nigga about to go all across the world just to get some ass, just to marry a fucking refugee off the goddamn boat. But then you want to criticize Shaniqua and Shamika and all of them in the hood for this and that. Nigga, you done just got the hood. That's basically a ghetto chick in Europe. That's equivalent.
He won't Keisha and Shanika. I'm gonna tell you why he want them. Because just earlier you was talking about how they want these IG models, how they want these thick and fine ass IG models. He want them kind, but he can't get them. That's his problem. He can't get them. He can't get Shaniqua and Keisha without paying for it. See, that's guys like him. That's the problem.
The nigga paying for the goddamn Unga or whatever her name is in Poland.
Yeah, and you right about that. He paying for that.
He playing for England and Poland. Shit.
Across it, when he can find any woman he want over here. Don't you know how many immigrants come over here by the year on the boatloads, by plane, boat? You know what I mean? Yeah. So I know these guys is full of shit.
Man, this shit is crazy. Let me continue.
And of course, I'm supporting her. She's doing just fine, and I have to go over there and see her again.
This nigga paying for this nigga say he's supporting her. AKA, I'm giving her money every week. I'm her sugar daddy. And I'm leveraging the money I give her, which to me, I know O'Shea been in Poland for you. I think the dollar is like $2.50 in Poland. So he give her $500. That's like $1,000. $1,200. That's the kind of shit.
No, that's what.
Do you see yourself elevating beyond this space? Theo, do you think you'll elevate beyond this space? You said, Obsidian is doing the Lord's work by helping men to elevate, but and you said you have students who've also elevated and they might come back and listen, but they're not really affiliated or associated. Do you see yourself elevating beyond the space?
Maybe. I don't know. The way that I would look at it is I would be associating less actively.
In Poland.
That's a little different. her city was being bombed. Yeah, she's a refugee.
She's a refugee in Poland, though. Like they typically will allow them to work on the visa, and that they.
So obviously she must be she's a refugee. She must be coming from the Ukraine or somewhere. This motherfucker, this chick is a refugee in Poland, probably coming from the Ukraine. Now we all know the circumstances ain't that best. This lady probably come from a dirt poor family. But this nigga doing a Tiger Woods. This nigga marrying the goddamn hilt. Lower than the hilt. But you want to put that above black women. Stop.
He ain't fooling nobody. He met her on a goddamn dating app. He ain't fooling nobody. He probably ain't even met that woman in person.
Facts.
And
No. In Europe, they're not providing any resources. I'm also helping refugees in Spain.
That's not true.
They're not giving any resources in the. Yeah, it is.
So this nigga we got 40+ million motherfucking black people that need help in the United States. This nigga want to give his money away to motherfucking Spanish immigrants and goddamn Ukrainian and Polish. See, this is the shit that niggas do. You giving your money to motherfucking people of another goddamn country, another fucking race, when your own people struggling in the United States, able-bodied that you could be helping, you'd rather take your money out of the community and give it to them. Make that shit make sense. But you're trying to help black men. See, this is the dumb shit these niggas do. That's why I don't go in certain spaces.
True.
That's not true.
I know very
if you
well.
cared about it, she would be over here, bro.
No, because the State Department.
They allow people to leave.
The State Department controls visas to the United States. And then I have to think whether or not the situation is good for me to be with her in America as well. Do I like that risk? Yes or no? So
Did
my
you
policy.
Go to the State Department. Did you go to the State Department and let them know?
MLT, let him finish.
When I was married to a Japanese woman and I lived in Japan 16 years, we only were in America 3-4 times, 6 weeks total. And I did not register my marriage in the United States, and I stayed with her in Japan. We did not do anything with the States. My model for this is also to stay in Europe with her or to go to South America with her and not bring her to the United States. This is a typical passport bro framework for marriage.
This is some simp ass shit. This nigga, now the woman that he dated in Japan, that was his wife. He married her. Shout out to Shatira. She say Theo tired of tricking on the Manosphere. Like, come on, man. This shit is ridiculous, man. This nigga go about spending all his money on these foreign ass women. That's probably basic as fuck.
Stay abroad.
Yeah,
so you were blue pill when you were married to a Japanese woman outside the country?
Yeah, of course. I had a working visa for Japan, and then I had a what is that, spouse visa, and now I have a permanent resident for Japan. It's like a permanent green card, something like that. So I can go in and out of Japan as I want to. For Ukraine, well, that's not really tenable at this point because they're at war. So I can't really buy land there. Like, I don't want to buy something that gets bombed. That's a legit concern right now. So I don't know how the situation's going to be. So how do I deal with her? I don't know. So this is, we talk about this every day.
This nigga talk about this every day. This motherfucking woman hanging on by the thread, don't know where her next meal coming from. Besides this nigga paying for it. Now look at how complicated the situation he got himself in. This nigga got himself in a situation trying to marry a woman. You don't even know where the hell you gonna live, where she gonna live. We don't even know. Like, nigga, you could have just went down the street and got with Keisha, but it would have been done. Simplify your fucking life. You could have got with another American woman. But no, this nigga want to go get Japanese women. This nigga want to get Ukrainian women, and you don't know what's gonna happen. She may not even survive this shit. But I'm just saying, these passport Negroes, y'all doing all of this just to get women. Look at all the hoops you going through. Look at all the red tape. Got to get visas and passports and all this shit just to get a woman.
Okay. Theo, would you encourage men to get married to a woman in today's time, with all the knowledge that you have about red pill and the manosphere?
Not in the United States. No, not in the Western sphere. I would only do it abroad. That's
okay.
It.
Have you been married in the United States? Have you been married in the U.S.? Have you been married in the U.S.?
It's the laws. I look at the American laws. I look at the divorce laws. That's all I look at is the divorce laws. When I look at the divorce laws, I'm horrified. And I'm like, I'm not going to deal with this. Impossible. No way. So she can have an affair and then take half my stuff. Done. I'm not.
Get a goddamn prenup.
We're not doing a wedding registry in the United States. We're not doing anything like that. Ain't going to happen. It's just too aggressive.
Pause it right quick. Pause it. Pause it right quick.
Okay.
Pause it right quick.
Yeah.
What does this man think that woman that's overseas that he give him enough money to go do to his ass? These niggas talk just to hear they self-talk. They talk, boy, these niggas up, they double down and they just oh my God. They talk out of one side of their jaw out the other.
Like that woman ain't requiring no money. Nigga, you keeping her afloat, and I guarantee you, just like Big Truck, this nigga paying for that whole family to survive in the Ukraine. They ain't got no money. This nigga keeping a whole white family in the Ukraine, in Poland, afloat. His money paying for that. We talk about it every day. What kind of fucking conversation is that? Every goddamn day, we trying to talk about the likelihood of us being together and how we got to go through all these goddamn hoops just so we can even live together. And you paying for all this shit. He paying for every dime. But then you want to ask a black woman what you bring to the fucking table. Well, tell me what the fuck a goddamn Ukrainian immigrant bringing to the goddamn table.
Her hands out.
What the fuck is a goddamn Ukrainian immigrant in Poland? What the fuck is she bringing to the goddamn table? Shit. But you want to tell we got all these fucking standards for black women, but then you go dealing with the low-hanging fruit of other races and countries. Well, I'm not dealing with these Western women. I'm going to go like these Eastern women, dumb and stupid, and they don't want money either. Nigga, that woman gonna take every fucking thing that you get, and other countries got their own shit too.
But you can't tell them niggas that. You can't tell them niggas nothing though. They like, oh no, not them other women overseas. They ain't hypergamous, man. Oh, shit. Boy, these are some of the most. Boy, these are some of the most backwards, dumb niggas I have ever seen in my life on YouTube.
Facts. Let me continue.
Guilty until proven innocent in the United States. So no, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I meant that the marriage and relationship shit is personal business. He seemed to not understand who he's actually supporting and who he's actually funding. I don't see why he has to lie about it. Why come on here and try to portray me as if my channel is gynocentric when that's not the case? And say that I'm here to make money off black men when the person that you fund at your meetup actually said all of those things that you claim that I was about. Like, why would you even lie about that? That's something that you don't even need to lie about.
Again, you are the one who makes you make money off of black men. I do not. Again, I make zero.
God, like, okay.
Is it possible to hold one person, but he's also a content creator? Is it possible to hold one accountable without holding the other accountable?
Okay, so let's go over this.
Saying that's what.
Let's go over this claim. I mean, it's different. My channel is not required for you to do anything. I'm never on the record multitudes of times over the past 8 years saying that I'm here to make as much money as possible off black female fuckery. You don't even know what my channel's about, and you keep making this unsubstantiated claim that I'm here to make money off black men. Nobody even super chats my channel like that. The only people who make the money in this actual space are the people who talk about women, which is Obsidian and probably about 5 or 6 other people. That's not my channel. And if you've never watched my channel, why do you keep lying about what my channel is if you've never watched my channel, even though you said it was gynocentric. Could you answer that?
It is gynocentric. That's why I don't watch your channel.
Man, what makes this channel gynocentric?
Yeah.
This is some dumbass shit. This nigga can't give no examples. Oh, that's gynocentric. It's just gynocentric. See, that's what happened when you listen to BGS.
Got that one.
Mad Bus Driver?
Mad Bus Driver. Yeah, I was about to say him. Yeah, Passport Bros, business class. And then Andre. Okay. Andre and Andrea, Love Crossing Borders, El Guapo, and of course, what is it? Zoom the Thailand.
Zoom the Thailand.
Those are the ones that I'm really concentrating on, or I'm watching from time to time. But of all of them, to be honest, it's Legion of Men. That's the one that I get the most challenge from. Like, go out and improve yourself, Theo. Go out and do it now. Like, go out and lift weights. Like, lose your weight. Like, go do something about your
nigga. You the one need to lose weight, nigga. In them goddamn pictures, nigga. You look like you was about 5'10", 300 pounds.
Yeah,
what you talking about?
that part. Yeah, that part. That nigga. No, he should be the last person to talk about any motherfucking weight.
That nigga look like a goddamn left tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. That nigga big and wide as fuck. What the hell is he talking about?
That nigga.
What's up, Mahogany?
Hey.
Hey,
okay, because I'm trying to hold my phone up. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. Hey, fellas. Hey, everybody in the chat room. I wanted to add a little 2 cents about Theo. As you know, I supported Little Big Nate. And yeah, that's right. And Theo was a frequent guest on Little Big Nate's show.
Right.
When I tell you that man, I was just listening for a little while, listening to the way he's interacting with them on the panel. Theo does not like Black women at all. Theo barely, he is for Black men of a certain stature, of a certain, like, you know what I mean, of a certain, as long as they agree with him, as long as they have commonalities. But he's not for just Black people, period. I will say this, some of the stuff that I witnessed and claimed witness to him saying was just flat out disturbing. When I say that man despises Black women with a passion, he really does. I've tried not to really mention it because to me he's not worth mentioning. But I tolerated him for the sake that I was there to support Little Big Nate, whom I get along with him. So, but yeah, I just want you guys, I don't know if people realize it, but he has a huge disdain for Black women.
Definitely.
I believe he went into it a little bit, but it has to do with his upbringing. And I guess he got hurt by one, and then he went and got an Asian woman, and he's just never lived. Never let it go. Yeah.
Never recovered. And the Asian woman treated him bad too, because he admitted the Asian woman said she did not love him.
Right. And took all his money.
Exactly. So nigga, you could have been with Teresa down the street, would have set up a waiting list, and you would have been good. Like, nigga, I don't get this. These niggas are blinded by hate.
Well, the thing with Theo, I mean, you could just see it. I'm trying to be as nice about this as I can, but you can see what the issue is. Theo is out of shape.
Yes. Grossly out of shape.
Yeah, because he's young. I think I'm older than he is. So I don't even think he's 40 years old.
No, he's like in his late 30s.
Right. So he is not.
Hello. Wrong. Theo Wap is in his late 40s. He is not 30. Where are you getting this information about 30s from? You already told us age, Ray. He's in his 40s.
Okay, he's but like not 48. Late 40s. Oh, well. Well, regardless, he looks 68. Okay. The point is, listen, chaos, don't try to save this nigga. Do not try and save this nigga.
anything, Mahogany, I listen detail with people when they lay out themselves enough.
I don't care
And,
what
and
age
I'm not
he
going to create lies and propaganda. Let's say
I
I
don't
said
care
woman is age.
Let me just say this. I'm not here to lie. Everything I'm telling you is not a lie. If I got his age wrong, that's one thing. But what I'm saying is the absolute
Age, that's the only
truth.
thing I want to do
He
is the
was
age.
up on
That's it.
he was up on that panel saying that if he saw a homeless black woman, he would laugh. He was up on that panel saying, to hell with black women and children. He don't care what happened to him. He was up on that panel saying those things. That's not a lie. That man
That's true. That's
despises
true.
black women. And so, fuck the age. Who cares? He looks horrible. And the fact is, the only person that would lay with him is somebody that's desperate for a visa. Now, let's just tell the truth and shame the devil.
Facts. That's
and keep in mind, Mahogany, he's also a biracial man too. So
and I was going to say that. That's what I'm saying. He was never accepted by the black women. And this is the thing. Instead of him work on himself and go to that gym and get some of that goddamn hip fat off of his ass, he would rather be angry with us and talk shit.
Facts.
There's a lot of dudes need to work on themselves. Shit, Amber Anderson, he need to goddamn go to the gym and get him a haircut and get this. He need a whole reconstruction. He need a reconstruction inside and out. I mean that man, yeah. He another one, and and a lot of these niggas that be behind these screens like creepy ass Game Changer. I ain't no telling what that nigga look like.
I heard Game Changer was like 300-400 pounds.
I wouldn't be surprised. Now I wouldn't doubt it.
You remember when he got in all that trouble over that sexual assault shit about 3 years ago? They said, what was the chick? What was the chick he met in Austin?
It was Neon Eyes.
Somebody said he was like 300-400 pounds.
Wow.
I don't know how true that is, but that did circulate.
I've heard that this was years ago that he was somebody deal with Grape years ago, and someone had some picture. I feel it was C Boogie. One time they had an actual picture of him, but that was like years ago.
Yeah, but that was years ago, man. He almost got in trouble. That Negro got in some real trouble behind, but that got cleared. Thank God. I don't like Game Changer, but I don't want nobody getting messed around for some stuff that didn't happen. I don't wish no ill will on anybody per se. It's just YouTube. But as far as Theo Wop, it's obviously he biracial. He got his little, whatever. I kind of figured he was biracial, and he had a lot of issues. Is his mom black or his dad? Like who's
I can't remember which one, but he is definitely biracial.
Yeah, it's like a Caucasian mother, most likely.
Because he act white, like his whole mannerisms, his facial expressions. He has a very Eurocentric presentation, and probably what happened. The reason why he don't like black, probably women, because the women he probably talked to thought he was lame, and he act like a white man.
That's what I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying, sweetie. They don't want to work on themselves. They rather just spew out their hatred for the women who rejected them instead of trying to ask themselves, why am I being rejected? Because we know when a woman is desperate, whether it's a Visa card or money or a roof over her head or whatever she needs, she is willing to put up with a bunch of BS that black women typically don't put up with. Right. Typically.
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
And thing about it, this Negro tried to disrespect me in the chat before, tried to talk about me and my situations and shit. And I'm like, Theo, nigga, stop it. You told your whole life story. That was go ahead.
I'm sorry, D. I was just gonna say this, and Chaos, you know me and you are good. I just get passionate when it comes to Theo, honey. Because Theo is a mess. But
speak, baby.
Thank you, sweetie. The last thing about him, I just remember being up on the panel the first time we met. I'll never forget it. And you should have seen the look on his face. He acted like he saw an evil witch. You would think that I had like a third arm coming out of my forehead. And most men do not look at me that way. And I was on the camera, but he looked at me with disdain. And when I went back and watched it, I said, oh yeah, that brother has some serious issues.
Hate, just nothing but hate. But let me get back. I want to, because we're going to finish it up because we only got a few more minutes. But I'm glad you came up to give your interaction, because you've actually had way more interaction than I did. But let me continue for a little bit.
You've been lifting weights, Theo?
I always lift weights.
This nigga said he always lift weights.
Where did it go? Where did it go? I want to know, where did it go?
I know this nigga lied. This nigga said he lift weights. Nigga, stop it.
And what? Go on. What part of the body did it go to? I want to know.
Nigga went to his stomach.
He in the gym.
Okay, all right.
Theo, I do want you. Hold on. Just real quick.
No.
This nigga want to show a fucking dumbbell.
No.
Well, I just want Theo to
take us at the bottom so we can see the whole thing right quick.
That was one that was specifically for him. So if you want to drop your LinkedIn, drop it in the back and I'll drop it down in the chat for you for CD. And CD, thank you so much for your super chat. The other ones I am definitely going to get to. CD says he doesn't make money off of his IT course. Can he drop his email or LinkedIn? I have a lot of relationships that could be beneficial and would be good to connect offline and learn more about the program. So
you didn't need Theo off for that. Like, wait, hold on a second. Before we go forward with this, if you needed to just look at Theo Wolf right now and fucking need that information, something is wrong with you. You could have went to IT information at any other time in the history of fucking society. You were not interested in fucking IT, sir. That's not like, dude, right now you're interested in IT? Right now, this second? What is this? Like, dude, IT exists before this live stream and everywhere else. At the end of the day,
what are you talking about?
Okay.
What are you saying? This is
what
why
I'm saying.
Kind of centric. You just start rattling
okay,
off
well, allow me to answer allow me to answer your question. What I'm saying is when you have these unfocused men who actually need to go to IT through you, not legitimate channels in their community, not legitimate channels within their state, not legitimate IT people, actual professionals with channels in this space. No, they only want to go through you. That's a problem. That is a fucking problem.
They do not need to go through me.
He just asked you.
They do not need to go through me.
What is this? God.
They do not need to go through me.
God.
And I actually
this is nuts.
You should see a video that one of my students just made where I actually was criticizing my students. And I told them
that video of that fisherman.
Hold on. If they only go through me, they will fail the class. And so I told them, I say this specifically in my class, I'm your helper. So you have to go out and get other materials. You have to go get Udemy. You have to get books. You have to do study groups. You have to do homework. You have to do assignments. If you're only relying on me, you will fail and you will drop out of the class. And I make that very painfully aware to the students. If
they got to do all of that, what the hell are you doing? Like what is he doing? If they got to do all this extra shit outside the class, what the fuck are you teaching? This shit is crazy. It's like a scam.
Show not self-improvement.
Yeah.
Class. It's a free class, so I can determine the kind of student I want to work with. So I'm not going to work with someone who's in their fields like MOT. I'm not going to work with someone who's gynocentric. Just straight out. If you're a liberal,
wait a minute. What the fuck is somebody being gynocentric got to do with them learning about? See, this is some bullshit. What the fuck that got to do with you learning about tech? Now you're in this position where a person got to have a certain moral status in order for you to determine whether or not they're qualified for you to teach. Man, you see how this is some strange ass shit. This is strange, man.
Detraction.
All black men. Only black men who follow the same ideologies and thought ideas.
He's not even red pill himself.
Well, wait a minute, because here's a question of Little Big Nate. You said if they're liberal, you weren't unwilling to work with them, right? That's what you just said, Theo.
Yeah. No, if they're liberal, I will not work with them.
Right. Okay. So,
he's not a conservative.
Hold on, MOT. Hold on.
He's not a conservative.
No.
So there was the first Manosphere meetup, and Little Big Nate was trying to get on the political train extra heavy. I thought the reason that you pulled out of working with Little Big Nate was because the political stuff. What's the deal with that?
Little Big Nate and myself had a disagreement, and that's for the backroom channels, and I stated my position, and that's it. I moved on.
So did it have anything to do with political backing of any part? Because from what I remember, when you went on Reg's channel, and shout out to Reg the Bad Guy who's also in the chat. When you went on Reg the Bad Guy's channel, I thought there was some talk about Little Big Nate was trying to get into the politics real heavy. You weren't about that at the time. Did your position change, or what's the deal with that?
I'm not going to comment on what Little Big Nate is doing there because that's his thing. So I'm not in a position to say what he's doing.
Well, I thought y'all distanced y'all association because he was trying.
But you know he's not. So pause this. You know why a lot of these dudes not dealing with the politics, because Theo Watt does not want to remain in the United States. That's why he avoids the conversation. And Little Big Nate, and I know Little Big Nate was talking about the politics when he started his channel, that he want to go rap the source. A lot of dudes, especially with Theo and anybody else, they pull back very immediately. They don't want nothing to do with politics at all.
But you want to talk about you want to talk about the laws, but you don't want to talk about politics.
Because it's a smoke screen. They're not doing nothing, D-Darrell.
I know that, but I'm just saying, you just might as well just be transparent about it.
They can't be transparent because, let's be honest, to deal with politics, that means you need to be organized. And how many black men really seriously be organized besides other groups of men saying these laws are pretty much detrimental? Regardless, we still live in America now. We are still American citizens because we got the Social Security on stuff. It still affects us. Well, I will not deal with politics. It's better to just take a distance and let someone else deal the blunt work while they sit comfortably.
Right. Let me continue.
Political direction, but you were unwilling to do that.
But you kept going to a liberal city in order to do this stuff, and you're a conservative. Okay, how come you haven't went to a conservative city to actually do your Manosphere meetup?
No, hold on. MOT again, gynocentric. Put the tampon in your mouth and be quiet for a while.
Okay. So here's the thing. So
there happened to be a lot.
I'm going to ask the question again about
Kevin Samuels. Was
glad he's dead.
Glad?
Hold on, MOT.
Fuck that guy.
Oh God.
Okay, MOT, you're out of line.
No, I'm not alive. Not alive. Not alive. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you why. 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 Let me explain to you why.
Now I'm gonna say this. MOT is getting a little unhinged, but my thing is, I'm so sick of people talking about Kevin Samuels. I'm really so sick of people bringing him up. Just answer the question about the politics and quit all this goddamn filibustering. Just answer the goddamn question. Like, nigga want to bring up Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels been dead for what, 2 years now?
Person speaking at a time. Theo, you
I'll speak now.
No.
Come on, one person speaking at a time.
I am not going to stay on a chat that's going to say that about, say, Kevin Samuels. You need to get rid of this guy and deal with him. Here. So I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.
Bye, nigga. No, fuck that. At the end of the day, Kevin Samuels wasn't red pill either. Kevin Samuels was dusting off some of the worst women in the world so black men within this environment can go deal with them. That's what he was doing. He only went to Atlanta because of all these people in the space that was in Atlanta. At the end of the day, this guy is not around IT people. The people who need to go to him for IT help, it doesn't make any sense for a guy to say that he took fishermen to be a fisherman to be an IT person. It's not red pill to be paying for a woman over in a war-torn country where you could have got a fucking visa for her to get the fuck out of there. The only thing you had to do was prove that you had an environment for her to actually come here and actually put her to work. That's how I got my wife over here. So this actual idea that you didn't do that shit and you fucking red pill, like, bro, there ain't nothing gynocentric about me at all. I can handle that. But at the end of the day, You're funding the actual guy who's doing all the shit that you claim that you are against. At the end of the day, you're putting up your money for friends in this actual space. That shit ain't red pill either. There is nothing red pill about trying to help somebody who can't even pay their fucking internet bill. Go all the way to another state and be a part of some shit that he's not even supposed to be there. Obsidian is not part of the IT space.
But MOT, can't people contribute to the space in different ways? Like some people contribute by
Not
way
like
of
that.
their
Not like that.
their ideas, their creativity. Some people are gonna provide a financial backing, just like in politics. Like, you know, and in other business dealings. Some people are like silent partners behind the scene, just want to contribute monetarily.
No, they can't do that. It's all about the intent and the actual outcome. At the end of the day, these people are here to keep black men lost. Because at the end of the day, there's only a couple people who's off the field. Like the rest of these people are single as fuck. They talk all this red pill and this relationship shit. At the end of the day, he's not over there in all these other channels that he named, like Mad Bus Driver. He's not fucking over there. He's not over there in Zoom the Time. He's not over there with all those other fucking channels. He isn't.
And that's facts. He's not. And so I just wanted to make that. I'm gonna stop it there, man, because I think I made my point. What's up, Faith Factor? How you doing, baby? Like, the unknown one said he sounds like a gay man. He do sound a little zesty there, but that's just me. He got the little mannerisms and his and voice. It sound a little, little zesty there. But the reality is this. This dude bringing up Kevin Samuels, he talking about you should do this and you should do that, and you got better options across seas. You going to fucking, if you really wanted to marry that woman, you would have brought her to America. You could have got her to sign a goddamn prenup, and you'd have been done with it. If she didn't want to do it, you sent her back. How complicated is that?
None at all.
Like if you that fearful of losing the wealth that you have amassed over time, there are protections that you would have to place. What's up, Sister George? What's up, Sister George? If you want to come up, I'd definitely like to ask you some questions about this interview if you feel like it. I know you probably chilling and on your day, whatever, but I just had to review this shit because y'all know I don't like Theo Waff, big wide body ass, and you know I don't like him. And I've always been hypercritical. I've been hypercritical of the Manosphere meetups. And I have probably about 80 to 85% in agreement of what MOT was saying about the whole space itself. Because I've said this for years when I used to be on these panels. Everybody's not meant to do tech. Black men should focus on being more entrepreneurial, not necessarily focusing on particular industries unless they're profitable. Should there be more black men in tech? Yes. But instead of just being in tech, let's focus on how we can own a tech company. My position is all of this money and all these six-figure Negroes that's in this space, why can't we put our money together and invest in a tech company or buy one or start one up? All of this money in this space, and this space don't own a business at all. You got a Manosphere LLC. You got niggas so much worrying about media, but what about the brick and mortar? Like, y'all worrying about this social media shit. They could be Manosphere convenience store, Manosphere drink, Manosphere merch. Shit, you can invest in goddamn land to grow marijuana and all kinds of shit that they can put money together. And you can have a Manosphere, you can have a mutual fund for investments, a hedge fund. So until they talk about some shit like that to make some real money and get real power, I'm not interested. I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. I'm willing to donate 5 plus figures in a venture that can make money. I'm willing to do that. I don't have a problem investing 10, 20, 30 grand like Theo did on a Manosphere meetup, but I'll invest it in a business and we pull our resources together and you create shit for your community or you create opportunities for Black men. See, this is the reason why I stopped fucking around with so many people, because they talking about shit that really is not going to change the image nor the social economical status of Black men. And if Black men change and become better, the residuals go to Black women and the Black community. And that's just facts. Regardless of all these passport brothers, 83 to 85% of Black men prefer Black women. So fuck the 17% when you got another 83% that's willing to be with Black women, date Black women, procreate with Black women. Let the passport brothers do what they're doing. Let the SYSBM do what they're doing. Let them be on an island by themselves, spending thousands and thousands of dollars just to even marry a woman from another country. If you want to piss away your money to do some shit like that for internet content, so be it. But the real conversation should be surrounded around how are we elevating the men in the space? And why are we not making investments so that you can have capital to do things? Because if you want to change things economically, politically, you're gonna need money. Shout out to Brandy Davis. Shout out to Sister George in the chat. Like, I'm just saying, please, if anybody want to chime in, you can, but that's just my perspective. Going on meetups, doing just like the white manosphere, you modeling yourself after those fucking incels, the real incels is at that. So what, they have a convention. What is it called? The 21 convention, whatever the hell that is. They have every year. So what? And look how they treated the Black men at that. Look how they treated what was the guy? He just married a white woman.
Donovan Sharp.
Donovan Sharp. Look how
because he brought some tangible. Because these what it tells you how much when a Black man comes in and put their mind to certain conventions that's run by non-Blacks and do better, obviously gonna bring some jealousy, and that's what happened. But Donovan didn't really think of that because he's a certain position that he's all of the fan club, and that's not the case.
Donovan Sharp got treated like shit. That sums it up.
I mean, he should get treated by shit because he brought some to the little so-called white master, something that's tangible, and he outshined most of those dudes. They're going to be treated like shit.
And they reminded him that this
that he was
shit.
Nigga. No,
exactly. And so that means you shouldn't have brought your ass over there, but you got this Black inferiority about yourself. You had to find out the right way, the wrong way. Mm-hmm. And so that it is what it is. But that should be the discussions. The discussion should be about building, land ownership.
Right. That's all how it should be. Because MOT was right. How you gonna market yourself? It's how you market yourself. You're gonna talk about women 365 days a year. Then out of one of them damn days, you want to have a goddamn meeting. Yeah. You expect somebody to take you serious.
And they don't talk about tech at all during the, like, you got certain people that may talk about tech here and there. Theo Wop don't have a channel. And not only that, the fact that he doesn't have a channel, it's the fact that when he goes on these panels, he refuses to go on these panels to talk about tech. He's actually talking about bullshit going on in the Manosphere space. That's what Theo Wop does.
Yeah.
The run-ins that I've had with Theo Wop in the chat, because me and him had several back and forths, is over the shit that he has said. and you want to call this man channel a gynocentric channel. You don't even watch his content. You sound stupid. You worrying about a fucking woman whale in Poland that's a Ukrainian descent, and you up there calling her every day internationally, worrying about how we gonna link up. This nigga willing to relocate himself for someone that to go be with her. You know what I'm saying? Just change your whole life around for somebody that is not willing to do the shit for you.
And how long have she been over there anyway? How long have they been apart from each other? That's what I'm trying to understand. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the full range spectrum of picture of it. You know, because it's like shit. If she been over there over 6 months, bro, trust me. She I don't know, but she gonna talk to somebody. She gonna talk to somebody.
Man, that lady probably got 3 or 4 American men at her fingertips right now that she fucking with, waiting on them to come to Poland. Because Poland is not that expensive to live. Not with American dollars.
Really?
Nah, O'Shea ain't spend that much in Poland. And I've talked to O'Shea about stuff in Poland before. Poland is not that expensive to live in.
Okay, I thought it'd be high as hell.
The average Polish person make between $300 to $500 a month in American dollars.
Man,
yeah,
that ain't shit.
But my thing is this: I would never travel, or wait, is that an echo? Sorry? Oh no, I would travel or live in a predominantly white country that's cheap like that. You know, hell, I'm here in America. I don't anything less than that. I'd rather be where there's more black people overall.
Of course, that's me.
Because think about this, and I know people don't like that. Is because I am a black person. It would make more better sense to more deal with our people because we have more problems already. And going around these other cool people, they don't really care about the interest. Matter of fact, the only focus with them is how much more they can suck the blood of black people. That's not cool.
Listen, man. And I'm gonna wrap up in a bit, but I didn't want to be on too long. But my position is this: MOT basically made his case when Theo Waff came aboard. He actually made his case even more for why there should be harsh criticism of the Manosphere. Theo Waff epitomizes the bullshit that goes on in the space and why you can't take these Negroes serious. You can't. This nigga talking about all these people making all this money. You talked about 3 people. What happened to the other 50 to 100? What the hell are they doing? You pride yourself on the select few, but what about the average?
Well, if you have more than 100 people in a class and you only got 3 people that succeed, that's a very low percentage. You want to at least get roughly 30 to 40% out of that. Right. If you're teaching, well, if you got only 3 people out of 100, that's a problem. Hey, Femi, come up before you end the show.
What's up, Femi from the chat? Look, man. I'm telling black men this, man. Y'all niggas are setting yourself up for some bullshit with dealing with these women, making it harder for yourself. You're spending all this money. You're taking care of the families too. That's the shit they don't want to talk about. That nigga, you tricking on that whole family. Nigga, if you gonna get their daughter, nigga, you're gonna have to pay the daddy, you're gonna pay everybody else. You giving opportunity. This is what black men don't want to talk about when they go to these countries. Nigga, you're not about to get their daughter for free.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't gonna get nobody for free. Ain't nothing in the world wide world is goddamn free. Ain't nothing.
Nigga, you are not about to get their daughter on the strength of your American citizen. No, nigga, you gonna help us get our green card, nigga. You gonna help us get whatever we need to survive, because these people believe in appropriating that money, funneling that money to their family, and be a benefit to them.
But these same niggas sit up over here and talk about how black women are trying to get them for a dinner date and go over there and rake out all kind of cash on a foreign woman. These niggas, boy, these niggas. There's something serious wrong with these niggas, man.
These Negroes willing to pay $2,000 to go across seas instead of paying $200 for a date. Make that shit. These niggas willing to go spend money on green cards and go spend money on everything to fuck. This nigga went to Japan to go get a wife. How fucking desperate was that? To go to Japan, that's like a 16-hour drive. This nigga went and registered his marriage in Japan and not the States. Like Japan ain't got laws that favor women in divorces. Stop. Stop this shit. It's one of the richest Japan, one of the richest countries, top 10 richest countries in the world. Stop.
Yeah.
Like they laws don't benefit, like these Eastern countries don't have laws that benefit women. Stop. Especially if you got money, especially the first world countries. Every first world country got laws that benefit women in divorce. Japan is a first world country. China is a first world country.
Yeah.
Stop. If you fuck up and get a divorce, and if you're the breadwinner and you got a certain amount of money, you coming off something. You're not getting out scot-free. You can give everybody you better go back to fucking Brazil or the Dominican Republic or some shit and try to get away with some shit. But you ain't getting away with that in these countries like that.
It's too established. I say them kind of countries are well established. So you ain't get
Countries like that are not going to allow you to just I'm just going to fucking just me file this money to get a divorce and move on to the no nigga. We're going to look at your property. We're going to look at what you're bringing in. Especially you being a foreigner. Shit. They getting their cut. I mean, if I could only just have one honest discussion with a passport brother, that's all I ask. Just admit that you tricking on these women. Just admit you not trying to marry these women. Just admit because you failed in America, you chose to go to some women that are financially destitute. Therefore, they're willing to give fake femininity to survive.
Darrell, would you prefer these men to stay here and trick in America instead of
yes, keep the money home.
Keep
the money in home. Yeah, keep the money in your community. If you're gonna trick in the goddamn community, shit. If you're gonna trick in another, look, this nigga, you think he's getting all this money in the Ukraine account? This nigga talking to this woman every day about how we gonna make this marriage happen. Now imagine you trying to marry a woman and you don't even know if it's gonna be fucking legal or feasible for you to even live with the goddamn woman. Like every day, you don't know if she gonna live or die. She living in a goddamn fucking concentration camp or somewhere and shit with like 100 other people and shit.
Damn, you said a concentration camp.
I'm just saying, man. What the fuck she at?
Oh fuck, boy, this nigga D.D. in a concentration.
This nigga said that. Well, and this how he talk. Well, we're in a constant, she's in Ukraine. I talk to her every day, and we're trying to work it out. And I could get my work visa, and if I get the visa, and I never date the Western woman. I date these women from other countries. I'm a passport brother at heart, and D. Darrell's channel is gynocentric. Nigga, fuck you. Your ass down. Your fat ass need to get on a goddamn nigga trying to talk about black women and hating on black women. Your big oversized ass need to get on a goddamn treadmill and eat a healthy American diet. No telling what kind of fucking food you gonna be eating over there. Shit. Fucking poison your ass. That's what the fuck they'll do.
Raw fish and olives.
Man, listen, man. This shit is so funny, man. Like, I'm just looking at these guys. Because I know men who travel abroad. I got a cousin in Baton Rouge that travel abroad. He go to Mexico. He love to go to Brazil, and he go to Colombia. He actually go to Colombia like 8 times a year. He's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And he don't act like this. I know men that go to Africa and shit. They don't act like this. Matter of fact, I had a guy that used to work for me. He actually stopped working for me last month. The guy he goes to the Philippines and he go to Africa at least 3 to 4 times a year. He's basically a passport brother without being a passport brother. He travels abroad. And when he go, he stays for at least 3 to 4 weeks to a month before he come back to the States. He save up his money. He go there, have his fun. And every time he went there, he met women, but he never talked about marrying these women or bringing them back to the States. He went there for the sex tourism, and then he brought his ass back home to the States. That's what they doing.
Yeah, that's exactly what they doing.
Be honest about the shit.
Yeah.
Just be honest. What's up, Mike? That's how you came back.
Oh, do I have an echo, sweetie?
Yeah, I think that's Dante, but he good. He
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. I had to leave for a little while. And what's up to y'all in the chat? I see you. No, I had to give my little 2 cents about Theo because honestly, I feel kind of sorry for him in the sense that, you know, he's listening. Like, I'm gonna be honest, he's listening to people like Obsidian. And he wants it easy, basically. A lot of these men that go overseas, they want it easy. They think that easy is femininity. Easy does not equate to femininity, but that's the way they see it. They don't want anybody that's going to actually have a conversation and not agree with them. They want, Mama San. They want somebody that's gonna, you know, you so handsome. You know what I'm saying? They don't want
lying to his big ass.
Right. They don't want a real woman. They want a robot. They want a sex doll. You know, that gives them compliments. They don't want a real
fantasy.
woman.
They want a
fantasy.
fantasy. That's what they want.
That's right.
But that's not real.
No.
And I'm sorry if he 40 in his late 40s, which I thought he was in his late 30s or early.
I did too, but
if you didn't mature past, that's something somebody in their 20s should be doing, not in your goddamn 40s and 50s. Damn near thinking I want this fantasy and shit, and I'm gonna go and I want this fake ass femininity. And the thing about it, the shit of over time, this lady is gonna stop acting like this. She's gonna be herself. And so the true colors are gonna come out sooner or later.
I showed on my channel years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago now, I shared a video that went viral. It was a white man who had a bride from overseas, I think China. But he brought that woman over here, and he would constantly go live about how much she switched up once she became a citizen. Like, she completely switched up. All those cooked meals and all that he was getting, honey, none of that. Even the sex stopped. So, you know, but let these men, you know what, if they want to crash and burn, let them crash and burn. Yeah, because they're going to do what they want to do. Like I said, I'm a living witness to it. I was overseas. I'm a military girl, and military family, military friends, and I've got some horror stories. I told you, Dee, my best friend was married to a Latina woman, and child, he was expected to take care of her whole family.
That's what I've been telling. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to talk about. They need to talk about the real shit.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes
I keep on asking
for the whole family.
But think about this. Look at young GD. He's experienced now to the point now that, you know, the family got in a problem with him and what they call Genie, so he had to cut ties. But that you know, say when you deal with other groups of people, they're more involved with family, and mostly you're not taking just her or him, you're taking the family.
Yeah, that's you taking.
That's why people got to understand. You deal with other cultures, you got to understand what their culture is about.
Yeah.
They will never do that because it goes fact say at least it's not black, it's different. As long as it's not America, is different. No, it's not. It's totally different from people that come from different nations. You get me? How they deal with their struggles, and it even includes how they deal with family. And if you're gonna take on someone from another culture, another family, you better understand ropes right away. Because the minute you sign that document, which most of them like tell you, Deidre, they're gonna probably, if they're gonna deal with any woman, they're gonna probably keep them down there because they bring them up here.
Man, listen,
that means because listen, people don't understand. A lot of people outside America, wants to be American. Let's keep real, because that's where the pot's at. So if they can get somebody that's American to come bring back here, it's better for them, because they don't want to be in a certain environment where they are, especially living most of their life.
Right. So my position is this. Yes.
Yeah.
You have the right to go and date whoever you want, go abroad, but let's not sell black men or people on these false, superficial ass hope like you're gonna go get this a place of paradise. And these guys are paying a lot. You got to pay to take care of that family. If they know you got it like that, oh, you giving some money to that family. Like, I don't give a damn. A couple $100 is like $1,000 to some of these countries. You giving them some money. Let me tell you this. Matter of fact, at my store right now, they got black men that come into my dollar store. They use a company it's a company that that's partnershiping with me, where you can go wire money to other countries. I see black men coming that motherfucker every week, wiring money to Honduras, Colombia, Brazil, Dominican, and it's mainly, they deal a lot with Latin countries, but they have a few European countries they deal with too. I see black men coming in there giving money to women in other countries. I seen this with my own eyes. And not only black men, but there's other races of men too. They go and give money to these women in these other countries. On average, I see these black men monthly giving anywhere between $300 to $500 on average.
Yep, and won't give a black woman a goddamn quarter. That's the damn shit.
But they want to take the black woman out for fucking ice cream and feed the fucking ducks.
But that's why we also too, we have to set a certain standard for ourselves, right, and not fall below it, know our worth. Because I don't want to get on a diatribe, but any man, if they can treat you a certain way and get away with it, they will. If they can get sex without having to court you, without having to do anything to show or prove anything to you as a man, they will do it. I mean, I don't know why some women just don't seem to understand that. I understand the young people, but the older women really should know by now. Right. Yeah. So I don't understand it, but
Sexy Red say, right, Mahogany, a quarter is too much, too damn much.
Hey, Sexy. Hey, Faith. Hey, May. Everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down. Go ahead. But it's been a great live. I just wanted to make that short review to talk about it because I thought it was an interesting exchange. A lot of sentiments that MOT talked about with the space. I agree. That was one of the reasons why I think they're doing a lot of unproductive nonsense stuff that's really not going to grow into anything, in my opinion. Also look out next week, probably on Tuesday. I will be doing the review of Obsidian on Chaos Reign, that live stream we did with the lady with the with White. What was that book she called? White Zaddy or something, or White Man's Whore or something?
Oh, you mean Mimi Alexander?
Yeah, the part where Obsidian was talking about the exchange that we had with her. I'm gonna do a small review on that next week.
Okay. Was it on Chaos Channel?
Yes.
I missed it. I'm gonna have to check it out then.
Yeah. So with that being said, guys, any last words?
Before, hey, I just want to say something. These niggas up here with this a traditional woman. What the hell is a motherfucking traditional woman? God damn it! You mean the one that's hypergamous and that'll play your ass and take you for your money? Or are you these niggas talking about the same traditional women that sell ass on the corner of Colombia and the Dominican Republic? That's not traditional. There's no such thing as traditional women. Women are the same no matter where you go on the globe. They're the same. You got good ones, you got bad ones. Point blank.
Facts.
That's all.
Facts.
That's all.
Facts.
That's all.
All right, Mahogany, any last words, baby?
No. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I'm Chaos. I'm going to check out your show. And sorry if I was getting all hyper. It was just because
I get it. I feel you because he say a lot of disrespectful shit. He called black women strags and all this other shit.
Yes.
So hey, let him have it. I'm good.
Yes. Well, he used to try and come after me, but like I said, I was respectful because of Little Big Nate, so I would be quiet, you know.
Right. Cool. Okay. Well, appreciate you for being here. Chaos, any last words?
No.
Okay. Well, guys, thank you all for being here. I had fun today. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here and chill out, watch some football, and see what's us on the tube. Y'all have a great day. Peace.